Spoke about gold a few weeks ago. Now we're going to head to silver, gold's little lagging brother. Although silver often gives moves before gold, but it's still a little brother. Silver, we have a lot of consolidation. You can see all the inside bars from the indicator that I did not delete from my chart. Let's get you out of here. What I'm interested in comes a little bit lower, right? And it's this period of consolidation. Now, I told you, consolidation leads to expansion, right? And we've been doing just that. The consolidation part, not the expansion part. The expansion part is what we hope happens next. We've been consolidating here, where the market has put in a series of lower highs, lower, and higher lows. It's been a long video. Higher, right? Contraction leads to expansion. The market is squeezing the spring with both hands, and eventually it will pop. There's a non-farm coming out. We've got all types of news with tariffs and renewed news on tariffs coming out next week as well. I think, Friday? Is it June 5th? That Friday? Whatever the new deadline is for that court thing. Anyway, we may break out here. Now, this pattern in general, although it technically comes at the end of a flagpole when you look at it as a pennant pattern, I'm pretty neutral in this pattern. The reason being because we're just not at any specific location in the market that makes me think we would continue higher, at least from a technical perspective. But one clue that I am paying attention to when I look at the rejections to the upside and the rejections to the downside, can you spot the difference? What is the difference between the upside and the downside of this pattern? Well, the upside is slanting down, the downside is slanting up. But if we look at the small clues, we'll see that big rejection candle to the downside here, big rejection candle to the downside there, little rejection candle to the downside here, right? There's really no wickage to the upside, right? There's no wickage to the upside. It's just, kind of normal candle closes, aside from this one right here. To the downside, right, we have some probing of this level and some rejection, some probing and rejection, some probing and rejection, which gives me a little bit of a clue that the bulls may be slightly more interested than the bears in this location. So if you were to gamble, and trading gamble, meaning gamble with the edge, right? Then I would look for reasons to get involved to the upside. Again, there's three ways we can trade breakouts. We can trade before, during, and after. Before would be positioning yourself somewhere in here, maybe going to a lower time frame and finding something. Double bottom, perhaps, if that were to occur, and getting yourself involved. The during would be while we break, and then the after would be the break and the pullback. But could be a decent opportunity here on silver, especially if you have a bullish outlook from a fundamental perspective. We've been kind of stuck here on the shiny metals as the market's been stuck in general with all the stuff going on. But if you're looking for safe havenness and you think that safe havens are going to continue to rule the game until we get some sort of clarity, this could be one for you.